Today we're going to talk about sight reading and getting prepared for NYSSMMA coming up. And basically I like to work out of this book here. It's called Festival Sight Reading. We're working with a student who's on a level 4. And what we're going to do is, it's important to get the sight reading criteria, which is found in the NYSSMMA manual. Good idea to ask your band director for a copy of the sight reading criteria. So the sight reading criteria for level 4 is, what we have to know is the key is we can get something in the key of D major, the key of B flat major, the key of G, the key of C and F. We can be given the keys of 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4, but the big thing about level 4 is cut time, and it's probably going to be cut time. But then again, we must be prepared with 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4 as well. The intervals, we have more frequent use of thirds and fourths, and the rhythms that we have to know are a dotted eighth followed by a 16th, or an eighth followed by 2/16ths, or 2/16ths followed by an eighth note, plus all the other stuff that goes up in levels 3, 2, and 1. Okay? And for accidentals, we have simple alteration of 1 or 2 notes per example. And for rest, we can add an eighth note rest. Okay? So we're going to get started here. Okay? The tempo for level 4 is, you can either have the quarter note equals 76 or the quarter note equals 88. Okay? For this example, we're going to do the half note equals 76. So what do we do? Okay? If we have the half note equals 76, the easiest way to do this is double it, and what do we get if we double 76?
You get 152.
152. Okay? So instead of counting it like, and we're in the festival sight reading book, he's going to do number 5, which is no sharps or flatness and cut time. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start this, and we're going to put it up there on 152. Okay, so basically when you sight read, you take the half note beat, you double it, and then you read it in 4/4. So if the student is doing number 5 there, and this is the beat, that's the half note, the chord note will be, and then you just read it in 4/4. So it's actually very easy. So if you're a little hesitant or timid of the cut time, it's not hard to do. It's just taking the half note beat and doubling it and reading it in 4/4. Okay, so this is what we come up with for number 5. So the student is going to do number 5, and that's going to be a chord note. And so you get dun 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 da 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 hum. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. So now you have I'm going to give you 2 minutes to look it over, okay? At which time you can only finger it, okay? You can only sit down while you're doing it and just finger it, like. You can't make any sounds out of your mouthpiece. You can't make a sound. You can't practice it, okay? But you could get the feeling of what it sounds like by feeling what it would be like to actually play it. Okay, so keep looking at it. I'll tell you when your time is up. All right? And then after the time is up, the beat's given again, and then the student then plays. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give him the 76 beat, but he knows that he's going to tap it out, double that. He's going to take that half note, and he's going to read it, and he's going to get the cut time. This is our half note, so remember. That's our chord note. Okay? So I'm going to give you 1, 2, 1, but in your head you're going ding, 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 right? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Thumb, bum, okay, all right. We ran into some mistakes, okay? And this is why it's very important to be practicing in etude books, all the assignments that I've given you, because when you're trying to play these notes and just picking them out of thin air, I got to start on an F, okay? I got to start on a G, but the highest note though for a level 4 is an F, by the way. So this is a very good example. You got to be confident. Number 2. So you are undershooting some of the notes in measure 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch out there. Okay. So I'm going to play it for you. All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I mean, that's a little funky over here, it's because you're going. That's weird. You take a double take because you're playing a flat, and then it's natural. Okay? It's okay though. It's okay. And you also have a rhythm in this, okay, which is a dotted quarter followed by the 8th note, which is 1 and 2 and 1, right? Bum, bum, ba bum, bum, be, right? Okay. So that will conclude our little session here on our sight reading on a level 4 with cut time.